planning, respected sir will tell you how to do career planning, or sir will tell you. But I will tell you in 2-3 minutes why it is important to have a career planning. Why we should be talking about career planning. See why career is important, because you will understand. See, when we study history, the main turning point comes on the invention of wheel. Only after the invention of wheel, the history has changed. Prior to that, there was a sedentary lifestyle. Like people used to sit at one place, and they were only food gatherers. They used to walk around, gather food, eat what is available, and live with the nearby group of people available. But only after the invention, that lifestyle, everything has changed for better after the invention of wheel. Like people started moving around, and people started learning other things, other mode of agricultures, other modes of living. So everything. So the invention of wheel was very important. Similarly, the invention of wheel was important in the mankind. I mean, like in the humankind, or in the development of human race. In an individual life, in an individual's life, career planning is very important, because whatever you do, it is related to your career only, and based on your career only, you will have your lifestyle, your thinking pattern, your eating pattern, your dressing, your everything will be affected by the career. And even the worst case, I would say that the kind of effect your marriage will have on career will be comparatively less than the effect of career on your marriage, or effect of career on your other this thing. That is, the effect of career is very important, very vital in your life. See, for example, how you think is based on your career. A teacher who's looking at a thief will think that no, he should be corrected, he needs corrective action. But a policeman who is looking at a thief will think that he should be punished. And see, we are always related by the career we are known for, and the character is also made by our career. See, a nurse is always known as a kind person. The moment you think of a nurse, what the immediate term comes to your mind? Very kind people. You think of a policeman, you immediately think, oh, they are very force. I know they're very forceful people. They're very arrogant, or whatever, whatsoever it is. You don't think kindness and peace, calm character with a policeman. So this is the way our character, our lifestyle, our everything is related to the career. Career is the stem around which your life is going to revolve around. So that is why career is all important. See, you take a career of a marketing, you go around from this state to that state, and then you learn a lot of languages, different lifestyles, different culture, then your knowledge widens. And based on your knowledge only, the ability to decide on a particular thing, or the ability to choose right decisions also keeps increasing. So the more knowledge you have, the more widen, the more decisions. I mean, the more better decisions you take. So that is why career is important. See, you take a career of a typist. You sit at one place all throughout your career. You type, and then you become a junior grade typist, or you become a senior grade typist, and then you retire as a typist, and you don't learn anything. Or you decide to become a housekeeping person. All you will know is you will do the housekeeping till end. See, I'm not degrading any career. No career is inferior. No career is superior. But based on your career only, your lifestyle will have your lifestyle, your character, your thinking pattern, your ability to cope with other people. You will find that someone who is in the marketing will be friendly with everybody. He will come and sit in a place where 4 or 5 people are there, and he will become friendly with all of them in a fraction of time. But you take someone who is into research, he will be very reserved. He will sit in a corner. You go for a 8 hours train travel with him, he will not even open his mouth. You will find him very reserved. So based on your career only, your attitude, your altitude, your lifestyle, your thinking pattern, your dressing pattern, your eating pattern, everything is based on that only. So if you are in a time to time, morning 9 to 5 means you will find that you are eating at allotted time, 1:30 to 2 o'clock. You will have your eating. You will have your food. But say you are in a self entrepreneurship where you are going to meet your customer at 2:30 or 1:30, and you are to wait for some time. Then your food habits also keep changing. So based on your career only, everything changes. But you have to decide which career I am suitable for, in which career I have the scope to grow, in which career I can exploit my full potential. See, life is nothing but becoming the best of you. That is the best definition of life. Always remember that becoming the best of you is the definition for life. If you become anything less than the best of you, it is not your life, and you have not lived your life to the full of it. That is the meaning of it. To make the best out of me, which career will be suitable? That you will have to do that analysis. You will have to do the what is that? That calculation. That what are my pluses? What are my minuses? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? There are a lot of things. SWOT analysis. There are so many other things are there. So you will have to go on that and find out which career will be suitable for you. Which career will bring out the best in you. That is the career. So that is the ideal career for you. Now, I request Mr. Suresh sir to take over. And Suresh sir, I didn't. Due to some personal reasons, I was in hospital for some time, so I didn't talk to you prior to this. And I welcome you for this. I request you to give a detailed account on this career planning to our students so that let them be benefited. I personally believe that India is not growing in its borders and in its area. India is growing when the citizens are growing, and the citizens are essentially the youth. So if they grow and if they grow exponentially, definitely this India will grow, and that is a growth all we want. So now I request you to take charge, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I wish the candidates to make best use of the situation and take charge of your life. And this is your life. And if you can't say at the end of their life, I didn't take charge of it. You take charge of your life, take charge of the responsibility of becoming the best of you. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you. No, actually, some of yes. Dear participant, very good evening, one and all. I record my sincere thanks to State Career Guidance Center and Center Get Kalivani Madam and Sridevi Madam and Swati Kishore and other Prabhakar counselors and all the members who given the platform for me to share my experience with you all. I'm going to take another 30 minutes. I think many of you know on career planning. Just I'm going to share my bit of knowledge. I kindly request you please mute your mic. Yeah. So I'm going to take another 30 minutes. I don't know. Somebody is not muted their mic. Yes.
Sir, you can mute everyone, sir. No.
Yes, ma'am. I just
for the next 40 minutes you can. Yeah, you just have the control.
Yeah, I think some of them what they are doing, they are just unmute them and it is echoing whatever they are hearing. It is in their mind.
They are using multiple devices. Sir. That is the reason. You have the controls.
Yeah, thank you. So I record my sincere thanks to the State Guidance Center and then administrators and the participants over here, around 30 of here. I hope another 30 minutes, my inputs will be, some extent will help you to plan for your career. Or else, some of you, they may come forward and approach you for their career planning. Yes, just give me a minute, I will share my screen. Is it visible to you? Ma'am, my screen
is
sir,
it's visible.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sir, it's visible. Yes, okay. Yes.
Not able to on my system. Just get out, man. I'm in a session. Just. See. 1 minute, ma'am. My sensor there. Or half an hour or just go there. Just go there. Yes, ma'am. Can I continue? Hello?
Yes, sir, please. Yeah. Waiting.
My kids are here. I think they are making this. Again, What happened to my screen?
அப்போ நான் சொன்னா மட்டும் ஓபன் பண்ண மாட்டேன். ஓபன் சொல்றது மட்டும் நான் செய்வேன். இது என்ன? போயிட்டு.
Ma'am, my screen is visible, ma'am. There are multiple,
Yeah, sir, it's visible, sir.
but for me, it is
Yeah, it's visible, sir.
multiple screens are there for me. I don't know.
Again, it's changed to the multiple mode, sir. It is not in the launch mode.
Okay, okay. Can I again share my screen?
Yeah, sir, please. Now it's visible.
Okay, my and the Prestige screen is visible, ma'am.
No, sir, it's not.
Okay, okay. 1 minute. Is Ma'am, you can just give introduction about the organization. What are the services provided there? I will just
Yeah.
open.
Yes, sir. Prabhakar, sir. Prabhakar, sir. Can you unmute Prabhakar, sir? He couldn't unmute.
I think he can, ma'am.
No, his mic is muted under your control. Prabhakar, sir.
I don't know what happened to my system.
Sir, you have to touch the launch button, sir.
Launch button.
In front of the screen, share content. Share content.
Yes, I just found it, ma'am, but that this screen is not visible, ma'am. That Prestige screen is not
No,
visible.
sir. If you open that receipting, if you open it in another window and keep, and when you share the content, it will automatically move.
Okay, 1 minute. Then I will just a minute.
Just open the slide in another window. Then, if
Okay.
you open the share content, it will. Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Dear participants, sorry for the inconvenience. Please stay for a few minutes. It will be sorted out. Prabhakar, sir.
Yeah, is it audible, ma'am?
Yeah, sir. Please speak. Start an intro about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
now it's audible, sir.
தமிழ்நாடு அரசு வேலைவாய்ப்பு மற்றும் பயிற்சித் துறையின் ஒரு அங்கமாக செயல்பட்டு கொண்டிருக்கும் மாநில தொழில்நெறி வழிகாட்டு மையம் கடந்த ஓராண்டுகளுக்கும் மேலாக மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் இளைஞர்களுக்கு பல்வேறு சேவையினை வழங்கி வருகின்றது. மாநில தொழில்நெறி வழிகாட்டு மையத்தின் செயல்பாடுகளை தெரிவிப்பதில் நாங்கள் மிக்க மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றோம். தமிழ்நாடு அரசு தேர்வாணையம் டிஎன்பிஎஸ்சி நடத்தும் குரூப் 1, குரூப் 2 மற்றும் குரூப் 4 தேர்வுகளுக்கான சிறப்பு பயிற்சி வகுப்புகள் ஆன்லைன் மூலம் நடைபெற்று வருகின்றது. மேலும் எங்கள் அலுவலகத்தில் ஆண்கள் மற்றும் பெண்களுக்கென தனித்தனியே ஆலோசகர்கள் நியமிக்கப்பட்டுள்ளனர். அலுவலகத்தின் அனைத்து வேலை நாட்களிலும் ஆலோசகர்களை தொடர்பு கொண்டு மாணவர்கள் அடுத்து என்ன படிக்கலாம், கெரியர் கைடன்ஸ் மற்றும் சைக்கோமெட்ரிக் அசஸ்மெண்ட் போன்ற சேவைகளை கட்டணமின்றி நடத்தி வருகின்றோம். 9ஆம் வகுப்பு படிக்கும் மாணவர்கள் முதல் கல்லூரி முடித்த மாணவர்கள் வரை அனைவரும் எங்களது ஆலோசகர்களை தொடர்பு கொண்டு உங்களுடைய கேள்விகள் மற்றும் சந்தேகங்களை நிவர்த்தி செய்து கொள்ளுமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றோம். மேலும் மாநில தொழில்நெறி வழிகாட்டு மையம் ஒவ்வொரு மாதமும் துறை சார்ந்த வேலைவாய்ப்பு முகாம்களை நடத்தி வருகின்றது. இதில் பல்வேறு வேலை நாடும் இளைஞர்கள் கலந்து கொண்டு வேலை வாய்ப்பினை பெற்று பயனடைந்துள்ளனர் என்பதனையும் இத்தருணத்தில் மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். பயிற்சி பெறும் மாணவர்களுக்கு என சிறப்பான சுய முன்னேற்ற கருத்தரங்குகள் நடத்தப்பட்டு வருகின்றன மற்றும் எங்கள் அலுவலகத்தில் 6ஆம் வகுப்பு முதல் 12ஆம் வகுப்பு வரை உள்ள சமச்சீர் பாட புத்தகங்கள் மற்றும் பேங்கிங், ரயில்வே, டெட், டிஆர்பி, எஸ்எஸ்சி போன்ற அனைத்து தேர்வுகளுக்கான பாட புத்தகங்களும் எங்கள் அலுவலகத்தின் நூலகத்தில் மாணவர்களின் பயன்பாட்டிற்காக வைக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. பயிற்சி பெறும் மாணவர்களை தவிர பொது மக்களும் இவற்றை பயன்படுத்திக் கொள்ளும் வகையில் வசதி வாய்ப்புகள் ஏற்பாடு செய்து கொடுக்கப்பட்டுள்ளது. மாநில தொழில்நெறி வழிகாட்டு மையம் நடத்தும் கெரியர் பிளானிங் என்ற இந்த வெபினார் செஷன் டாக்டர் சுரேஷ் குமார் அவர்கள், அசிஸ்டன்ட் ப்ரொஃபசர், தி அமெரிக்கன் காலேஜ் மதுரையிலிருந்து
சார்
நிகழ்ச்சி சான்றிதழ் வழங்கப்படும் என்பதனையும் இத்தருணத்தில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். மாணவர்கள் இந்நிகழ்ச்சியை முழுமையாக கலந்து கொண்டு பயன்பெறுமாறு அன்புடன் வாழ்த்துகின்றோம்.
Sir, thank you, sir, for dear participant. I think you can able to hear me right now, and you can see my screen also. Yes,
Yeah, it's Pakka now, sir.
yes.
Yeah, it's Pakka, sir. Now it's Pakka.
Very good evening, one and all. I hope another 30 minutes my presentation will be definitely will help you. With that assurance, I can start my presentation. And many of you have a question.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, why we have to planning? So that is a question that comes in our mind. And another thing, there are some of the critical thinking people will ask you, have you found that the most successful people already in the society, will they done a career planning before come to that success place? I think I cannot say that they may done it or not. But when you plan, you can go to that successful one. But if you don't plan, you cannot assure that you can reach that particular place. That is the point we try to say here. And one more thing, in career planning is why important. As when Kalayani madam, and she was presenting her, she insisted that there is a huge changes is going on in the career in the world. For example, I will give one starting question. With a question you can keep in your mind. If I ask you how many career titles are there in India or in the world, for example, teacher, engineer, doctor, compounder, likewise, how many career titles are there? And we can able to write maximum 100 or 200. We can comment in your box. You can maximum, if I ask you to write the how many careers did you know about according to your these many experiences, you can able to maximum write 300. But what studies are saying that around 15,000 careers are there. 15,000 career titles are there. See, that is why planning is important. When you plan properly, then you may not aware about some of the careers, but which may be very suitable for you. That is why we insisting go for career planning. And one more thing, when we do the career planning, there are certain stages are there. So my presentation is going to cover only those components. First stage is on exploration stage. Second one is on preparation. Third one is engagement. How we can do when we plan for our career. That's my main focus of my presentation. Here you can see in the stage of exploration. That's the first stage of in career planning. Explore means what you can explore. Before exploring, one of the things we have to do. One is identify the skills. I will say that many of you may aware about career guidance and career counselors, career counseling people, career psychologists. When you go and meet them, what they will do assessment. So that is the first step they will do. And with that assessment, they come to know your personality, values, interest, and skills. Why they are assessing these 4 skills, I will tell you. For example, if I choose my career based on my interest, so I may not be successful. Why? For example, if I ask you a question, what would you like to have right now? You may say that a particular food item, you may like it. Okay. And if I give that particular food item for continuously for another 3 days, will you say that that food will be liking, you will like you? Most of the time you will say that I don't like it. After 2 3 days you will say that, oh no, I don't want other food item. So we want mixture of item. So that is called, when you choose a career only based on interest, that shows that that will not be successful. Then here I given that when we are planning for our career, we have to consider interest. Here there is a difference. Here there is a difference. That I'm going to say that there are two types of interest are there. One is called state interest, another one is trait interest. See, when I ask you something, would you like to, what do you like? When you say that is called state interest. But trait interest, if you ask my mother, when you ask my mother, what food I like the most, and my mother will know that 30, 35 days, 35 years, she may observe me and she found that particular item is very close to me. So she will that he like this kind of food. So that is why when you select a career, if you select a career based on trait interest, not a state interest. So many of the people are having for a state, that is called infatuation, like many people say that infatuation. If when you choose a career in that way, it may not be long lasting. After 1 or 2 years, we may say that I don't like this career. Okay, that's the one thing. And another one is why we have to understand that personality. There are different personalities are there. If your personality is compatible with your career, and then you will be successful in that career. As when madam was saying that when you want to become a marketing expert, you must be an extrovert, and your personality is an introvert. If you are appointed as a marketing expert, you will not be successful in your career. That is why we have to understand your personality. The next one is skill. What we can say here, aptitude, career aptitude is nothing but is a natural ability. Every one of us we are having that ability. Every one of us we are having that natural ability that will motivate us to move forward. See, the main aim of psychometric assessment done by the career counselor is they will understand your natural ability, and then they will suggest you these are the careers will be more successful because we have the natural ability. And when you see some of them, they are very good in that singing. So that means if they choose a career as a singing, then they will be more successful. That is the point. They can understand. They will identify by using that psychometric assessment. And finally, values. See, every individual having different value. Even the family, who is the one who teach values, the family members, and the culture and the religion, the community, the society. These are the factors that will inculcate values among the individuals. And when you look at the values of some people totally different, even 5% in a family, we cannot assure you that all the members are in the same kind of value, because I like the particular value and I pursued as a role model for somebody else, and I practice myself. So these are the four important components we have to understand. And some of you may say that can I select a career based on only one component? No. If you do that, you may not be successful. That is why a cluster of these four components must be assessed. That's why they said in the beginning, they given the announcement that they are doing the free career psychometric assessment. When you go there, I will give one example. There is one instrument is called John Holland. He developed an instrument called self-directed search. It has many versions. There are 5 versions are there. Mostly in India, we are practicing fourth revised edition is widely used in India. And when you go into that, that is the only instrument that measures all the four components. That measures all the four components, and it is a very good instrument. You can use it. Okay, so I have taken a psychometric assessment. What is the benefit? I know my strength. I know where I can fit. What are the careers suitable for me? What are the careers not suitable for me? Then I come to know that I can select 3 options in front of me. Okay, so first to complete your career assessment, as they said in that state career guidance centers. Then go to your goal setting. Goal setting, how you have to, what is goal setting? After career assessment, they will give you a report. See, as a person you are taking the test, they will give a report. In that report, they will give that there are 3 areas you can sign. And why they are giving 3 areas? Suppose if you are not successful in one, you can look after the another one. And third one, there are plan A is not working, we'll go to the plan B or plan C. That is why we have to, they will give the 3 options. Okay, so you have to set a goal setting. For example, they have done an assessment and they found that the particular career is suitable for you. For me, as a teacher. Okay, they saying that first option for you is a teacher, second option is for me a counselor, third option is for social worker. So these are the 4 options given to me, and I have to set a goal. So I'm a student, I'm doing my 9th standard. Just assume that I'm a 9th standard student. They suggested 3 careers are more suitable for you. If you choose these 3 careers, you will be successful. So then I have to set a goal setting. Goal setting involves, we have to be very smart, we have to set the goal. As you all know that, specific. See, if I select that particular goal, for example, if I want to become a teacher, what is the road map for me? Specific you have to mention. Okay, 10 plus 2, 3, or you can 10 plus 2 or 4 years teacher training courses, or 3 years UG course and 2 years B.Ed course. This is the way you can go. This is a roadmap you can more specifically and measurable. Some of them they may know that now we are having that facilities. Earlier, just think about it. 15 years back, only 10 institutions were offered teacher education program. But now we are having 700 teacher education program, so you can able to get that. But earlier, the competitions are more. That is why measurable. Whether I can, for example, your score is on around 60% or 70%. You have to ask yourself whether my score is suitable for me to achieve that one. So these are the way you can set. And whether and many of the people they are when they are setting a goal, attainable whether they can reach it or not. Realistically, they have to set a goal. Many they are in the dream. They want to become a superstar. No, only one person. So realistic goal you have to set. So suppose you have the ability of scoring 80% mark, and then think about how many people were there in 80%. In that 80%, how you can get into that. And as I tell you, there are many hardworking people who are not in the very good career. I can say that smart workers are in that very good career because they know that goal setting, they know that strength and weaknesses based on their personality, based on their interest, they are selecting their careers. So I hope first stage is on career, psychometric assessment, the career assessment. Second one is you have to do the goal setting. Suppose time bound, it is very important. For example, if you decided to become IAS officer, okay. So what is the appropriate age for that? So if your age is more than 32, you are not eligible to write the examination. So think about it and start in the early ages. And for government examination, there is an age restrictions are there. For example, if you want to become a military, paramilitary, or naval forces, they given only strictly 18 years or 19 years. If it is more than that, they will not select you. So these within that time period, you have to set your goal and then work on that. What next? After doing that, another one is become familiar with the career counseling centers. I think now when the beginning that Mr. Prabhakaran introduced that a state career guidance center is there. If I ask you how many of you are aware about it, many of you will say that we may not aware about it. And in the beginning, when they're announcing, they very clearly said that they are not collecting any money for career assessment, reporting, and counseling at all. They are giving free service. The government is providing all the services for you. You have to be familiar about where these services are providing. Why we have to know? I think many of you here may be a psychologist or career counselor, or some of you may be a trainer, or some of you may be known elderly persons. Some of them in your nearby places they may seeking help and they will approach you, where can I get a career counseling? So we have to give the right information to them and then inform them, find out there are career counseling centers are there. For example, Tamil Nadu State Career Guidance Center is there in Chennai. So through mobile phone or in their website, you can go there, you can get all the facilities. These are information you have to provide them. Okay, when you inform these things, what is the other thing? Career information. I think I wonder there are many career counselors, they are labeling themselves as a career counselor. What they are doing, they are giving only career information. Career information is nothing but what are the courses are available, what are the courses are available, what are the entrance examinations available, when it will be conducted, what is the cutoff mark, that is called career information. That is not a career counseling. See, many those are, when I see these kind of people, I inform them, I make a call to them, I inform them. So don't say that you are a career counselor. You are a career information provider. Career counselor, they will start with scientific, they know the strength and weakness, then only they will come into that finally. And here, how you come to know that career informations? I will tell you there are two places you can get it. One is on here state career guidance centers. When you go into that, they will provide information what are the career available. As they said that where the career interview will be held, career mela, career fair, they will conduct once in a year. So you just to check that when it will be conducted, once in a month, or they may conduct it in every district also. Suppose if you are not able to go into Chennai, you can take the interview in your district itself. So that is the thing you can do that. So career information you can collect, and there are organizations. As I'm associated earlier, one is Rajiv Gandhi National Institute, Sri Perumbudur. There There they are having a manual called career information. They given that A to Z careers. So A to Z, all the careers they given, where which institution offering that program, what is the qualification need, what is the last cutoff mark, all the information we can get it. Or else you can see some of the leading daily magazines. In annually, they will publish a magazine, magazines related to education. In that education, they will give the information related to top 100 institutions. For example, uh, NIRF, National Institute of Ranking Framework. So they given that top 100 institutions, top 200 institutions, and engineering and science, arts and science. So all the sector wise they classified ranking. So when you selected a course, just find out which institution they are having. So this is called career information. Mostly you can get it from government websites or leading newspaper at the end of the year. Annually they will publish one thing. And when you have a clarity, want to get clarity about updated information, I can say that MHRD website, Ministry of Human Resource Development, they given that Balaji, um, this in the MHRD in the website. When you go into that, you can be able to find out. You can able to find out what are the courses are available. So next one is so what you can do in career planning. So when you decided to plan for your career, so you consult with your family members because they are the well wishers for you. Your parents will find out which college you can select. Some of you may feel that my parents are not educated, they may not aware about it. Excuse me. 1 minute, I'll come there. Yes, I'm sorry. When you plan for your career, there are whom you can able to contact. One is on your family members, and they will give the proper information. Otherwise, if you are not able to get information from your family members, there are one close teacher will be there. They're very close to them. When you ask them, they will guide you. Find out that people and then ask them, sir, I'm having this kind of idea. Most of the teachers they will say that, okay, these are the careers will be more appropriate for you. So you can just listen to them and you can proceed. And finally, as I said, career counseling, career guide. As per my knowledge, in 2014, as per my knowledge, in 2014, NCS, National Career Service. It is an initiative of central government. They promoted model career centers. Promoted model career centers. What they have done, almost all the employment exchange offices into uh, state career model centers. So they set up in that where you can they given the structure also. When you go into the website, you can able to get clarity about what are the services they are providing. There will be a senior executive will be there and two counselors. One is a psychometrician, another is a counselor, and another person will be there career information. There are different persons for different components. It is an almost every district they are having employment exchange offices you can able to get. And another one is suppose if you decide to go for higher education, if you desire to go for higher education, where you can get a clarity about that institution. I will tell you the only one person who can give 200% right information. For example, I decided to go for higher education in a particular institution. If I go there and there is some faculty over there, if I ask you, sir, can I join? The person will say that yes, because he is working there. But there is a one person who can get 200%. That is called alumni. The final year students are a person who has studied over there. If you ask them, they will say that what are the good things are there in the particular institution, what are the things are not available. They will give a very clear picture about the institution. So when you plan for your higher education, or if you plan for any industries, just go and ask the alumni or the employees over there, those having more than at least 2 or 4 years of experience. They will give clear pictures. It is very important thing we have to take a opinion from them. And finally, you have to get an opinion from the person and the profession. For example, I'm the person, I want to become an engineer, okay, mechanical engineer, especially for auto engineer. So if I want to be better in that area, what I can do, I can find out the person in that area. Now you can need not to search anything. Just go to the Google, YouTube. There are a lot of people who give that information and they given the contact number also. Just make a call, sir. I'm on that idea. I want to become a mechanical engineering. So these are my core. These are my abilities. Am I fit for that? Yes, they will guide you and they will say that where you can get the quality input for you. There are many volunteers who can get it that. So these are the things you can take for your career. And so what you can do next? Suppose if you are a student, so what you can do, there are many people you have to get involved in the organization. For example, internship. Many students are thinking that internship is meant for. Yes, please. Some of you please mute your audio. Thank you. And here you can see if you want to develop a skills. I will give one example. There are many people, many persons who are graduated say that I'm unemployed. Why they are unemployed? We say that they are having the degree, they are unemployed. I will ask a question here. For example, you are a person you recently bought a car, a 7 crore car. Okay, 7 crore car. And if you bought a 7 crore, what you will do? You will appoint a driver. Am I right? Okay. And there are two persons were applied for that position, for the driver position. One person who is having the license, okay, driving license is having recently taken and is having new license, and another person who is having 15 years of experience but his license is not there, his license is expired. Whom will you appoint? Whom will you appoint for the car which you bought is 7 crore? So many people will you say that based on the value I will go for a person with a license. No. When you go for a license in government sector, I will tell you, if you go for government sector, they will look into your degree. For a particular degree, you are eligible into that. I'm saying that openly. But if you go into private sector, they never look into your degree. They look into your skill. Whether if you're coming for a computer engineer, whether you have the skill or not. If you have the skill, you come that. If you don't have the skill, just they will not select at all. So that is why you have to nurture your skill when you are doing your higher education itself. What is the way you can do that? Very simple. Just find out the organization, just attach the organization as an internship person. Just go and ask them, and then, sir, I would like to help with you. And during the internship period, I will learn some of the activities, what some of the skills in that sector. Definitely, they will give an opportunity. And when you see that a person without internship and another person with internship, when they are applying for a particular position, whom will they will given the preference? A person having the experience. So, and that is one plus point. And another plus point is there, when they are having that internship, they have the connection with other people in the same network, in the field. They will directly, suppose if they are not having the job in that place, they will refer them. There is one more place that you can get a job. So that is the benefit we can get it when you get involved in it. And as I said, the volunteer in the job interested. So suppose if you want to become a teacher, somewhere they are taking the tuition means, just go and ask them that I want to take voluntarily as a free of cost as a teacher. Learn the skills from them and then find out your best teacher and ask them, so how I can nurture my skills. I'm giving one example. In your area, you can find out. And many people, what they are thinking, especially youth, they want to, the employment must come to the door and the government must knock the door and then they have to give the appointment order. No. You have to explore that your skills and you have to develop your skills. And if you are a skilled person, you will be identified by the employers. Employers are looking for skilled people. There are, when you go to the, for example, Anand Magendra, he is the founder of Magendra company. When you look into the Twitter, if you are a follower, you can see that I'm looking for 2000 candidate for my company today. But what he found that, unfortunately, I found only 100 members, skilled persons. Unfortunately, he's saying that I decided to recruit 2,000 employees for today, but I found only 100 skilled persons. What about 1,900? According to his expectations, many of them are not having the particular skills. That's the problem. We have to develop the skills. And yeah, so when you are a student, when you are the career planning, one of the important thing is you have to become a member of different clubs. See, it may be a literary club or career club or reading club or nature club, whatever it may be. Why? It may be even humor club. Why it is necessary for career planning? I will tell you. There you can connect with like-minded people. like-minded people. When, for example, there are 10 members in a club, if one of the member is found a way to get into that career, they will guide you. That is the reason they are asking. There are many institutions, see, many successful institutions with a high recruitment rate. You can see they may have the more clubs. There is a that proportionate relationship is there between the number of clubs in that college and then employment, recruitment offers. So that is very important. Even as of now, if you are a member of any club, do one thing: create your own club. It may be anything. Name it. For example, WhatsApp club or MS Office club, Word club. Just create a club and then form a members. You discuss about something, develop your skills, and then find out where you can get a job. Okay, that is another way when you are planning it. And as I said, volunteers. When you do volunteering, as I said, like-minded people will be there. They will guide you where you can get a career opportunities. I can say that in RJ nowadays there are a few clubs are there where earlier I was attached. So they given that guidance. There you can go there. So one of the students who was selected for UNO, United Nations office as a volunteer, now he directed his few classmates. And now I can say there are around 18 members are working along with him. So that is a connection. See, when you connected with other people, when you involved in that process, one person is got employment, and definitely they will help you other members. Yes, and as I said, part-time jobs is very very important when you're doing your higher education. If in the morning shift or evening shift, you have to find out a part-time job. Even Abdul Kalam, when you see that many people, those who reach the highest place, they were in a different part-time. They worked in a different places and multiple roles they played. When they do a multiple role, they are having the different skills, multiple skills also. Intensive, you have to take it. Even if you have not taken as of now, hereafter you can take that. And here one more thing I'm going to give: make a survey. And when you are planning for research, some of you they are may interested that for earning money, okay, because their socioeconomic status may be very poor. And if you feel that your socioeconomic status is good, you are not meant for a money, you are meant for something for the society, then you think about ask the particular questions. Here you can see some of the questions I'm going to show here. What is the salary range for the job? Okay, suppose I'm getting into that career, what is the salary range I will get it? And for example, some of the medicine also, I'll tell you, in medicine, if you are an MBBS alone, you can get it a higher salary in government. In private, you will get lower salary. But for MD, in private, they will get higher salary. In government, they will get lower salary. So if you can compare that. And another thing, you can find out that what is the growth rate of the particular career. I'll give one example. Suppose if I'm getting into a particular career, so now what we can say, career paradigm. Career paradigm, there's a term called. Earlier, for example, if you ask my grandfather when he was joined as a clerk, just imagining he's a clerk, he will retire as a head clerk. 30 years he will be there in the office, he will be there for 30 years and he will retire as a head clerk. But now you can see that many youngsters, they are not attached to any institution more than 7 years. Not more than 7 years. We can, I think, in the career forum, they may know aware about it now, and especially in private sectors, we can see they may not more than 3 years. Not they are not spending more than 3 years in an organization. They feel that it is boring because it is routine is boring. They want to new environment for them. So that is very important. As a yes, I don't know. And another thing, whether the particular career I decided to achieve, whether it is need education, if it is on education, what kind of education? If it is on certification, what kind of certification? If it is on one certificate is enough or multiple certificates we need to acquire. So these kind of questions we have to ask. That is why I will tell many of my students, when you do your undergraduate, parallelly you can go for certificate course or diploma course. Why? When you go for a career, when you decided to go for a career, when you ask somebody, I would like to apply for the particular career, can I get it? At the same time, another person who is having the same degree, a lower mark, and is having more than two certificates, one certificate course and diploma course, the company will give preference to that person only because he is having additional inputs. So that's why you have to try to get into that many additional certificates. Now there are many open learning platforms are available, Coursera, edX, Swayam. So these are the platform you can use it and then earn your degree. NPTEL also they are offering, there are many certificate courses. So my suggestion is find out that kind of stuff. These are the questions you can ask yourself. So whether this career field will be long lasting or not, how I can find a job. So these are the questions you have to ask yourself. Okay. Then one minute. And for as I said, if you want to develop a skill, if you have the skill and you will be have to have the confidence in yourself, you may not bother about anything. You can get your job at any cost. Okay. So what are the way you can find out part-time job or internship? These are the ways you can find out. One is your friends. Another one is websites. Website you have to understand reliable websites. Reliable. Go to the company websites. And newspapers. In newspapers, you can find out the part-time job they will offer. Don't go into that fray for that. For example, when you go in a train and you found that we need a part-time jobbers, we are giving this many amount. Don't believe that. There are many forgery cases were filed in China. Even I found one of the article cheated by the employees. They given the notification that you will be given that sexually harassed one female student, sexually they abused that particular student, and there are many malpractices are there. When you want to go for part-time job, go reliable sources, friends, the particular company websites or the newspapers. Suppose if you are attached to any education institution, just ask the employment and the career guidance centers will be there. See, I don't know how many of you are aware about it or not. In 2002 onwards, UGC given circular, every institution, every higher education institution must have one career guidance center. Go and if you are not able to find out, go and check in the website, UGC website circular. It is a mandatory one. And one more thing, every year they have to update how many were employed, how many they gone for higher education. These data they have to update in the website. But when you look into that, most of the institutions, what they will do, one of the senior member for namesake, they will put it as a career counselor, and there is nothing happening in that center. So if we see, as a student, as a stakeholder, you have to ask them. See, I want to get this kind of information. So you have to provide. When you ask again and again, they will look for you. If you don't ask any questions, how they will look for you? Okay. So what you can do next? So find the career in your places, and one more thing, develop the additional qualification. As I said earlier, soft skills and then life skills are very very important. WHO said that most of the youngsters as of now they are not having the life skills. There are 10 core life skills. I can say that as per my knowledge, 3 years back there is an article in Hindu newspaper. They found that 80% of undergraduates 80% of undergraduates are not employable. They given the reasons. The reasons. One is they are not having the life skills. They are not having the soft skills. They are not having the employability skills. See, 80% of the graduates, they got a degree, 80% are nice, 60 first class, they are having the degree, but the study found that they are not employable. So that is why skill is very, very important. The license is an, just for visiting card alone. When you want to survive in your field, you have to show your skill. Skilled people will be recruited, you will be identified by the quality employers. I will give one example of my personal experience. See, I have 2-3 years back, I received a call from one of the members in American Texas University. They call me, sir, we are calling from so and so online university. We found your profile, we would like to recruit you. I asked him, how did you know? I was not applied for any of posts. How did you know my profile? They say that big data analysis. Now I'll tell you, big data analysis. Many of you are spending most of the time in your Facebook or social media or Instagram for your entertainment. Instead of that, if you spend some quality time in your LinkedIn, if you have the account in your LinkedIn, and if you update skills related to your career, and if you post some of the content related to your career, and you will be identified. I was identified in that way only. Now I'm an adjunct faculty in that institution. So every Friday I have to teach them. So this is the way you can see. There is no way means you have to create a way. There are many ways you can develop. See, Recruiters are earlier, for example, if you are selecting for a particular person, they will look into your certificate and other things. Background check they will do. What they will do, okay, we will let you inform you in a week, they will say. After your interview, after the certificate verification, they will say that we'll let you in a week. In that week, what they will do, they will go into a social media component, how you are entering the data, how you are commenting in your timeline, everything they will scan and then say that, okay, he is against the government, he is against that other people, he is against the particular community, so they will reject you. And they will search how many hours you are spending in that social media. See, most of you are having the 8 hours in a social media, and they will think about when they are recruiting for the career, if I recruit him, whether he will work for my company or he will spend the time in a social media. So these are the things we have to understand. Instead of doing that, and what you can do. See, if you thought that you are dependent on screen, instead of spending in social media, just enroll in WHO, open WHO. There is a World Health Organization offering free open courses. And Coursera, edX, Swayam, NPTEL, these are the organizations they are providing additional soft skill training, additional certifications you can take, and with that certification you can able to survive. With that certificate, you feel more confident when you are searching for careers. Okay, and I will come to that here. Another research you have to make as okay, when you are planning for your career, you have to make a research. Okay, if I am decided to choose a career in a government or private, what is the benefit I will get in a government? What are the benefit I will get in a private? Where I can get better salary? Where I can get a better salary? Where I can get a quality of life? So these are the things you have to ask yourself and do your research, as I said here. So some of the comparison done by Times of India. Hello, Swati ma'am, am I audible? Swati ma'am? Yes.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So now I think we completed your exploration stage. What you have done, you explored. First, what you have to find out your psychometric, your skills. There are 4 components. Understand that your personality, your interest, your abilities, your values. These are the 4 important things you have to assess. Second one is goal setting and nurture your skills, soft skills or life skills or employability skills. These are the skills you can nurture through part-time job or internship. And third one is you can do the minor research, do research by yourself. One is you can consult with the family members or consult with the expert in the field or consult the government organization. They will give the reply to you. That is the way you can do. And finally, know the difference between career counseling and then career information. Career information is about where you can get a higher education. Career information where you can get a higher education, when the entrance examination will be held, what is the cutoff mark, that is called career information. Career counseling is not like that. Career counseling is that will explore, thoroughly understand about your nature and they will suggest you these are the career will be more successful. Just a minute.